Today we're going to make gingerbread men.
Here are the ingredients you'll need to make your gingerbread men. You'll also need some baking trays, a food mixer, 2 bowls, a teaspoon, and of course a gingerbread biscuit cutter. Heat the oven to 170 degrees centigrade, and then you'll need to bake them for about 15 minutes or until they turn a lovely golden brown. In a bowl, put the 125 grams of brown sugar and add to that 180 grams of the soft margarine. Now use the food mixer to beat together the soft margarine and the brown sugar, making sure you keep as much of it as you can in the bowl. Break an egg into a glass and then carefully pour it into the bowl with the sugar and the butter and beat together. Make sure it's all beaten in to the mixture. Well done. Every now and then stop the mixer and scrape down the sides of the bowl so everything gets thoroughly mixed in. Then beat again, making sure everything goes in, and scrape down the sides so nothing's left behind. Warm up the treacle in the microwave for a few seconds and then it'll be easy to pour into the mixture. Use the mixer to beat the treacle into the mixture. Now put that bowl aside and get another bowl and a sieve, and we're going to sieve the flour through and make sure there are no lumps in it. Do a little bit at a time, otherwise it'll flop over the side. Good. Now we're going to put the other dry goods in there, a little bit at a time. So we've got salt and bicarb and ginger and nutmeg, and they're all going in, all going through the sieve, making sure there are no lumps in there at all. Good, keep going, you're doing great. Just a little bit more of salt and good. Now we need the bowl with the butter and the sugar in it. Now we're going to add some of the dry ingredients, once we've mixed them all up, into the butter and the sugar. Just a little bit at a time. Then we're going to take a mixer and mix them. Well done. Scrape down the sides now and again. Keep adding the dry goods to the mixture until it's all combined. Well done. Use a spoon to get to the bottom of the bowl to make sure there's no flour left there. Now get some cling film and spread it onto the table, and then you're going to put the mixture on the cling film. The mixture has to cool in the fridge overnight, so this is why we're wrapping it up in the cling film. Once you've got all the mixture onto the cling film, then you can wrap it up into a parcel, making sure there are no bits left open, and it can go into the fridge. To make it hard, then it'll be easier to use to make the gingerbread men. Well done. That's looking really good. Perfect. Into the fridge it goes. My mixture was a bit soft when I got it out of the fridge. You can check by putting your finger in it, see what it's like. Bit soft. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour to this, just a spoonful. Then I'm going to work it into the mixture. This should make it a bit firmer and easier to use when I make the gingerbread men. That looks better. It's a bit harder and be easier to roll out. Put some flour on the board and on the rolling pin and start to roll out your mixture. Want it quite even and not just long and thin but wide as well. So roll both sides. Well done. Roll out the dough until it's just less than the thickness of your little finger. Okay, try and get it even all along. Now take the biscuit cutter, press it in some flour and then push it into the mixture firmly. Try not to wiggle it. Well done. Now carry on cutting more gingerbread men. To get the gingerbread men off the surface, get a slice and dip it in flour and then slide it onto the gingerbread men. The flour will stop them sticking when you slide them off onto the tray. If you have any mixture left, you can roll it into balls, put it on trays, then use a fork to press them down and make them into ginger biscuits. They taste lovely. Put the oven onto 170 and let it get up to heat and set the timer when you put the biscuits in for 15 minutes. But check them, watch and see what's happening. And when they get golden brown, that's the time to take them out. There we go, lovely gingerbread men. Yummy.